Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video and welcome to my favourite car in all of iRacing. Yes, Ringmeister this week out is in the Audi 90 Quattro GTO. 5-speed manual gearbox, full clutch system, no ABS, no traction control, 700 horsepower, a whacking great turbo, but all-wheel drive, so it does actually handle pretty well. It's a really fun car to kind of drive right up towards its limit. It's a car that I think genuinely most people can probably get up towards its limit, but overstep that mark and it will punish you. Normally, I only get a chance to drive this thing in the Road America 500 each year, which I have actually previously won as well. So I've got a bit of experience with this car, and I must admit this race is a huge amount of fun as well. You have just got to be very careful, though, over the curbs, as we are about to find out. We are mighty close, though, to 2,000 subscribers on the channel, so if you are watching and enjoying the content we do here, please do make sure you leave a like, get yourself subscribed. But yeah, let's head down to the track, though, because this one is an absolute banger. Well, I've got to admit, when I saw this on the schedule this week, I really was excited. I knew I had to do at least one race in this, because if the Pontiac Solstice was quite fun, this thing is a handful around the Nürburgring. But yeah, I mean, we've got 30 cars for this split. Normally, the only chance I get to race this thing now is the Road America 500 each year. So we've had some success in that event. So we're hoping that maybe that can translate over into this race as well here today. Undecided between first or second gear. I think we're going to need first for the launch. I think Pole Sitter has already gone there, but everybody else is not getting on with it. I don't know why. There we go, green flag racing.
It's now 19 Celsius.
Everybody then just got to be careful. I mean, look at the flames being spat up by everybody off of the start, but take it nice and easy then in towards those first couple of corners. No idea why that guy is going so slow down at turn one. Be impressive he's already picked up a slowdown then early on, but yeah, like always with the Ringmeister events, as long as we can get to the finish, that is going to be goal number one. And in a car like this, that can be such a handful. Obviously, one wrong move
car ahead is
that can really upset your rhythm.
8, and their rating is 2.2.
Just listen to it, though. If you've never listened to the Audi Quattro 90 inside the sim, I mean, turbo flutter, flames being thrown everywhere, 5-speed gearbox, 4-wheel drive. It is a proper old-school race car, and absolutely dominated back in the late 80s in the IMSA Championship over in the US there, as you've got to be careful up over the top of Flugplatz. Otherwise, the car will just try and take off there. So we've really got to try and get the weight back over the front. It's pretty good over curbs as well inside the sim. But yeah, I'm blipping the throttle obviously on the upshift. I don't know if it's actually quicker or not. Really can't actually tell, as yeah, again, definitely need a big lift and coast through there. And obviously make sure you get the car straightened out nicely, but the brakes do work pretty well, actually, in this thing as well, so you can really attack with it as well when you want to, as you just see there. I think, obviously, if you blip the throttle on the upshift, I'm pretty certain you get a few more extra revs out of it once you've changed up, so it does make it slightly quicker in a straight line, as long as you actually nail it there. As sort of guy in front of me, Powell, getting a little bit loose and lively through here, as I want to try and leave the car in second, but you've got to try and keep the turbo spooled if you want to do that. And getting up on the curves on the exit probably isn't the ideal way
Force them to find the gap.
of trying to do that there. But Kanji, just behind me, seems to be pretty quick. As, I mean, yeah, we got a decent, we got fairly wide open SOF. There's a couple of guys with like more than 7k in here, but then still only a 1.7k SOF overall. So I think we've got quite a few guys that just trying to experience this car, maybe for the first time as well. But yeah, big steering wheel as well. Obviously, I've got to be quite precise with it, but especially through the lower speed stuff, it is a car that you've really got to try and drag in. But I mean, as you saw there, with Powell just in front, you get a little bit on the grass. It is very forgiving. You know, it's an Audi Quattro. The clue's in the name. It's obviously the 4-wheel drive system, the best 4-wheel drive system back in the day. Of course, helped them win the World Rally Championship and completely, obviously, reinvented the WRC, didn't they? Back in the 80s as well, of course, during the Group B era. But yeah, definitely feel like we've got a bit of speed over some of these guys there, as just got to be careful as well. Someone's gone down the wall. That's not ideal. No idea how they managed that, but a big error there. And there we go. That'll be a freebie for us. Not not too far into the race. I think we've gained a few spots off the start. I think our lane did slightly better off the race start than the other one there, as I think oh no, I think Race Labs is just getting a bit confused. I don't know what spot we're up to. I think we've definitely gained a couple, but I don't think we've gained as many as maybe we once thought there is already. Just see everybody trying to maximize the width. It's not the quickest car in a straight line, although with a tow, you definitely are able to get decent speed out of it. I mean, that's 160 miles an hour up the backstretch here at the Nordschleifer, as down a gear. Really have to be careful and rotate it in nice and gently through the end of the back straight there. It's not like a GT3 car where it's kind of hang on flat out, but as always, it's this final part of the lap once we've got out of carousel that is super satisfying when you get it hooked up. Obviously carousel is full send there as we get up on two wheels. They're doing a wheelie off the corner, obviously because of the curbs. So they see one guy not giving it in the groove. That is a really costly error still in the car like this, as they're going to be side by side in front of me. Who's going to back out? Because this next corner, is barely flat. Everybody there just having to, me basically having to wait in behind these two as they kind of dispute that spot. So just here again, I mean, sometimes you have just got to run it on the red line. As the guy behind me there makes a little bit of an error. But of course, where you've got,
stick with him.
Obviously a proper old-style clutch system and everything like that, sometimes you lose more time by trying to upshift and then back downshift. So sometimes you just, like I said, got to bring it off the red line and kind of coast into the corners as well. But I don't know how powerful the slipstream is going to be up the Dottinger Hoe in this car. Because, I've really just got no idea kind of what to expect. Like I said, the only track I've really ever raced this thing is Road America during the Camel GT event, which I'm pretty certain last year, or this year, I might have done it and won. I've always had pretty good speed. I don't know what it is, but that car and combo just works quite nicely for me. So you've got to blend the throttle through there. Cannot get it where you need it. But again, where this car is so light, the 8 there not scrubbing off the speed where he needs to. It has got a lot of grip, but like I said, because it's so light as well, obviously over some of the bumps around here, it really does put itself in some awkward spots.
The driver in front of us,
so it does kind of almost feel like you're underdriving it, even when you're still right up towards the limit. So I broke way too early there. Just got a little bit careful. Didn't know what was going on between these two just in front of us. But big four-wheel slide off the exit there and in towards mini carousel. That's not where I wanted to be. Need to be a bit closer to these two if I want to get a good slipstream up the Dottinger Hoe. So just tip it in third gear there. Don't allow the car to run wide through the mid part of the corner. Just be so careful on the throttle there. As you can see, Ryan just in front there doesn't get the best run off, and we might just be getting a bit of a slipstream then off of the pair of them here. I think about 275 clicks should be doable. Obviously, you pick up the speed very quickly. But obviously, just as soon as you kind of get towards VMAX, it's got no more pull, as there goes 274. And we are definitely closing in then on these two in front. So the slipstream is pretty powerful then. There's Kanji still just behind me as well. Going to see 280 by the time we go down the hill, aren't we? I mean, that is ridiculous in a car like this. So just coasted in nice and tidy. We'll see if these two come together in front.
Car number 10, C
well,
license.
A bit slow there on the apex, just had to nudge the brake there, locked up the front slightly, but we'll get away with it, as again, through those final couple of corners, I don't really know whether you want first or second. Just look at that then, we have gained some good spots, up to P6 then in this race, so yeah, we've done pretty well there on that opening lap. Didn't really kind of see anybody kind of getting too crazy. We definitely, I gained a couple of spots on the road, but I didn't think I gained that much early on there, as with how powerful the slipstream is, we probably just want to stick with these guys, don't we, around the course of this lap. But I don't know how aggressive Kanji behind us might be as well there. As again, you've really got to try and get it on the curbs. That might have been a bit too much that time around, though. So really just got to throw this thing around. I think the important bit, of course, is believing that through some of the slower stuff, it will stick. You can really drift it, which is very rare inside iRacing. There's not many cars that you can drift inside the sim. But this thing, the four-wheel drift does work quite nicely. So I'm really trying to maximise the run there, but I don't know if I would have been better off in fourth gear. As you can see, Kanji just closing in once more. But again, we're still less than a second behind Ryan, as your top three have absolutely bolted in this race. We'll just go down a gear, get the weight back over the front. And then as soon as you straighten it out, you can brake quite late down in towards this next corner, but nobody else in front seems to want to, and therefore it'd be pretty suicidal if I was to attempt it there. Nice run though down in towards Foxhole. We've got to try and fill up Angel's mirrors here as best as possible. Just lift and coast though as we make our way up the other side. Show the nose, try and see if he leaves the door open anywhere possible through this part of the lap there, as that's the line we need through that first part there. We'll just nick the curb still on the exit, but still getting a pretty good run off of the turn there. And yeah, Angel's definitely struggling a little bit. Well, it's again one of those moments where you get right up towards the red line. But everybody else, they're just keeping it fairly clean and tidy. We're a little bit stuck. I mean, it's kind of like a one-lane road, isn't it? Can't really do a lot in a lot of places unless someone makes an error there. So we almost went around the outside of Angel. So we try and plunge down in towards hit miss once again. Just got to wait for him to make an error. Yeah, like I said, I don't think we can get too aggressive trying to force a way through at this stage there. As yeah, down here, of course, as well. We're going to try and leave it in second gear. Try and get the turbo spooled nice and early on the exit. Oh, and then carry the throttle off of the corner there. Again, you can use the upshift to kind of drag the car around a little bit. So again, we're just trying to fill his mirrors, just leave some doubt in his head about what I'm going to try and do. Obviously, you guys know, generally speaking, I won't go for anything too crazy unless it's like the last lap of an event, but he might not know that. So we'll wait and see then. Here we go. Oh, just show the nose again. Just really play on his mind a little bit there, as Kanji just waiting in the wings, waiting to see if there's going to be an opportunity, if there's going to be a mistake by anybody. I mean, look at that, how much you lose through the front end. Obviously, when you're right up behind someone, it really does kind of slide around all across the road there, as can we get to the inside of the 10. It's not quite where I wanted to go for the move, but if we can keep the car here, then we've got to try it, haven't we? Oh, no, that's not where I want it to be. Up over the curb there, we'll pick up another 1X. But again, luckily, this car pretty forgiving, obviously, with the off-road. So, you know, it's got rally heritage, hasn't it? You should be pretty forgiving in those areas as well, but getting right up behind him once again then. So even with that little scary moment, I think if we'd been a bit braver, if I'd wanted to risk it over that curb, we maybe could have done something there as Angel, or late on the brakes, but just like keeps it, or through carousel there, as we were practically pushing him on the exit as well there. Can we try and get a run anywhere on the 10? Oh, he's so slow off of that corner there. As all guy in front of him's made an error again, just kicked up a little bit of dust and dirt. But we will all still be line astern. And then again through this sector, unless someone does something really bad, not going to be able to do much at all around this part of the lap there, as you just still see. Yeah, crew chief absolutely spot on. There will be opportunities, there will be chances to try and get a run. We already forced one out of him. You can see, oh, that's not where I wanted to go. Just got on the throttle at completely the wrong moment as we went over the bump.
About track limits. Keep it between the
again,
lines.
yeah, this car does want to, you know, it wants to stay in a straight line. It wants to stick and grip and everything like that, and that is super, super useful. Oh, I'm not sure I wanted second gear through there, to be honest, but it didn't work out too badly for us. See, again, you don't really wheel spin this car too much, although it has got a whacking great turbo. It has got enough grip, that it kind of just about gathers itself up, as that might be a slowdown. Yep, there you go.
Keep it between the lines.
Got to try and make sure I get rid of that time fairly clean and tidy. I made that exact same mistake in free practice, fun fact. Oh, guy in front's gone. There you go, big wreck. So we will find a way past him. Oh, the guy in front's been did as well. What's going on? Well, hell there, sir. We will try and nip our way through and then immediately lift out to get rid of that. So there you go. Even with a slowdown, I still was just able to gain 2 spots. Big moments though, and well, goes to show just how easy it is to get it all wrong around this venue. But unless we can try and get a big run now, I'm in third gear off the exit there. That's not ideal. Not where I want it to be. Just try and maximise the throttle as best as we can there. Get on the throttle in one fluid, smooth motion. And I'm not going to try and weave or anything like that to try and keep Ryan behind us. But yeah, that was a mighty impressive save by him. As we look at that with the slipstream, just how quick he's able to go down the Dottinger hole.
Hold your line.
Immediately we'll pull passes there, but I think,
Still
yeah,
there.
Kanji
Clear
behind
right.
is going to get an even bigger run.
Car right.
As you just kind of get a little bit sucked into the draft.
there.
Where is Kanji going? We're just going to try and hug the
Hold your line.
inside, and we'll wait and see what happens down
Still
under
there.
the Bilstein Bridge. I think Kanji's had both
Still
of us
there.
there as all right. Still on my outside. This is
Still
not where
there.
I want to be at the moment. I don't fancy my chances
side's
there. Oh, easy does it. I'm going to back out of that one. Don't fancy that one for now. But will Kanji have the speed to get away? Not with lines like that, he won't. Oh, getting really elbows out then. One more lap to go here from the ring. See there again,
One more lap
Ryan
to
trying
go.
to make the move
We're
around the
halfway
outside.
home. We're
Kanji
okay
locks
on
up though
fuel.
to try and hang on to it. And Ryan will say thank you very much then. And we'll hang on to the spot for now. Kanji's definitely got a bit of damage on the rear end of that Quattro, but everybody still running as there's Powell
Car in
still
front is
not too
Nakamura,
far
car
behind.
number 7, A license, and their rating is
Seconds here through
2.3.
there. I do love the kind of physical analog experience though with driving this car. I mean, these things are much, much older than me, but I would love to have been around in the time to experience, to enjoy this kind of racing as well. Must have been so, so cool. So, oh, come on, get the power down. We're gonna go up to 5th gear before we get into float plats, and then obviously a big lift once again. So, Kanji trying to maximise the run. I think you are probably better off in 4th through there, although I guess it gives you a bit more top end, doesn't it, afterwards? Oh! What on earth was that? It just teleported. That gave me the shock of my life. As Kanji just went to Narnia there. I mean, he's certainly not going to try and actually have a look for a move down here. As I would just again show the nose. Make him get a little bit nervous about what we might do as the car behind. But ultimately, I think our best bet is probably wait until the Dottinger Hoe if these two are still pretty close together. But that being said, if we can get a run down the hill,
Clear
I'm not
right.
going to go for that. Not going to commit to that there. That would be suicidal at the moment. But it gets Kanji thinking. It gets him wondering whether I'll go for a move, whether I'll just sit back, and everything like that there. Mistakes like that won't help us out though. Come on, keep it in the groove. Don't get too much wheel spin off of the corner as well. And I'll say, as long as you're within a second, you're going to get a pretty good run. But Kanji last time, yeah, got a magnificent run on the pair of us there. Should have got both places, and I think honestly might have had the pace to get away, but wasn't able to do anything with it, as I don't think Powell behind, unless we see something crazy, has really got the speed there as well. That was never on. Kanji there completely sent Ryan to the Shadow Realm.
Ryan.
The move was never on there. I think he was trying to go for an overtake to surprise him. We will try and have a look down the inside, but no, not going to happen there. And, well, cold-blooded murder by Kanji late on in this race. And if I was Ryan, I'd be quite rightfully pretty upset with that one, I think. Move was never on. It's not really a corner you can really go for an overtake. And you see now Kanji really beginning to struggle as well with the confidence in that car there. So, I mean, the top two are gone, according to the graphic. Wasn't expecting them to have that big a lead over us at this stage, but I guess, yeah, they're running 10 seconds a lap faster. So Kanji's making all kinds of errors now. So we will try and slip by. And hopefully we can try and just pull away before, obviously, we get down towards the Dottinger Hole once more. But he's all over the show. He must have some damage. He's in the wall. He's gone. He is absolutely gone then. So we are hopefully now...
We think it might be Nakamura.
Yeah, there you go, Nakamura. I don't know if he's going to have to tow. I don't know how tough these cars are, to be honest, but with half a lap remaining then, hopefully we're just going to be able to enjoy this thing and make sure we get it to the flag. There you go, Nakamura is gone in an instant there, so obviously after a lot of fierce battling throughout the entirety of this race so far, at least we're just going to be able to drag it now to the checkered flag there and just enjoy it through these final few quarters. Looks like Ryan was able to keep going.
Their rating is
Of course, we'll take a look at the instant report when we get to the end of this one as well, but yeah, not exactly, I'm sure, what Kanji would have wanted in this race. It's nice and easy, nice and easy. Come on. Oh, I was in first there. I didn't realise that. Thought we got up to the red line a bit too quickly. But yeah, I mean, it is Yoni still up at the front of the order. Just ahead of JD there. They seem to be pretty close and still battling for the lead. So imagine if they came together on the run back towards the checkered flag there. I mean, at the moment, 70 iRacing.
The gap to Powell
I would
behind
not
is now
complain about.
4.3 seconds.
It's not where I want to be there.
Track limits, watch
6x
those
isn't
lines.
ideal, but honestly, not the end of the world in one of these Ringmeister events as well. But I do enjoy this series. It is really good fun to kind of race some different cars. And like I said, as soon as I saw this was an option this week, or this was the option this week, I knew immediately that I was going to have to jump him, turbo flutter, and all of that flame-throwing goodness that the Audi Quattro brings to the sim. If you are on iRacing, genuinely, I cannot recommend this car enough. And of course, do the Road America 500. Should take you about 3.5, 4 hours. But it is a really, really good fun event. And I run it, I try to run it every year in this car as well there. But nice and tidy, nice and easy. Over the curbs, on the throttle. Let's make sure we keep it planted where I need it. I mean, there's no risk. There's no need to do anything stupid on this last lap. It's a bit of a shame, though. I was hoping we might get a bit of a slipstream fest up in towards the final couple of corners here between myself, Ryan, and Kanji. But unfortunately, everybody in front of me just decided to send themselves to the Shadow Realm late on in the day. Is nice and easy over those curbs as well. Still got plenty of fuel. Don't have to worry about that. But boy, oh boy, yeah, this car is... It's kind of a fun handful. It's really, really difficult to try and really get it on the limit, but kind of quite easy to get it near the limit. And that's kind of what I think is so fun and so important with this car as well there. But who's going to take the victory then? Has JD just been able to get the run on Yoni there on the run towards the flag? It's still nip and tuck between the pair of them. They've got to be making their way down in towards the final couple of corners, in towards Tiergarten, towards the end of this race there. Who is he going to be? I think Johnny might just have been able to hang on there ahead of him on the run back towards the flag. I think he has just about in the end. So only a handful of, well, only a couple of tenths of a second between Yoni and JD there, but a very, very good race between those guys as well. Arjan's going to come through for a very quiet P3 by the looks of things. Doesn't seem to keep himself to himself throughout the majority of this race, but iRacing is iRacing. As the number 11 car, though, we have definitely made up some good progress and had a really, really good fun one as well there. In through the final couple of corners, then, of this race. It is going to be P4 when all is said and done, from about 12th, I think, on the grid. Happy with that one.
P4.
Happy
Okay,
we
it's
survived
over.
first
Good
and
drive.
foremost. But let's go take a look at our incident report, and then, of course, our final race results. Well, annoyingly then, the incident report today isn't really working inside the sim. I think iRacing has had a bit of a confusing time with things, so I'm just going to take a look at a couple of the incidents that we saw. Angel there just nicked the curb, and yep, that's all it takes in this car. And a big shunt then on the front. Tried to kind of get off of the line. No, he hasn't. He's... Oh, that's so bad. That's so bad, man. Why? He had about 30 seconds to think about getting off of the line after the incident. I mean, the initial incident, of course, is very, very unlucky. All it takes is you just to hit that inside curb at a slightly wrong angle in a car like this. Just obviously completely lifts up. The car is completely airborne now, and as soon as it lands, obviously it's going to immediately come round on you. But, I mean, look at that afterwards. Hits the wall. He could brake. He could brake. He could brake, he could still brake, he could brake, he could brake. No, he's going to run across the road, completely obliterate the 12 car. And that is a huge shame to see. I mean, from the 12's perspective, is he going to be able to see anything of this? He can see, obviously, some smoke from the car in front. Makes his way through, braking. And yeah, that is... I mean, if it was me, I would say that the red car there deserves to be banned for that one for a week, just because that kind of thing is really sad to see. I want to take a look, though, at Ryan's save as well, because actually what happened to him, I think he saw the incident behind, realised he got a little bit loose and lively there, just another huge snap over the curb, but the other curb really saved him and allowed him to square up the car again, so was able to keep going. And then, of course, obviously, we had this good battle down the Dottinger hole. So he went to the outside of me, and then you can see there, the guy in front of him just got a huge run there, Kanji. And then we'll obviously take a quick look as well at the incident a bit later on in the lap. I mean, Ryan's doing a pretty good job here, just kind of keeping himself out of trouble, staying in front, kind of making his car as wide as possible. I mean, I said it at the moment, I don't think there was really ever a move for Kanji going into here. And you can just see that Ryan gets a little bit over the curb, gets on the grass. Kanji overcommits. I mean, watching that back, I can kind of see what Kanji's trying to go for. Ryan has ran a little bit wide, and I mean, immediately here,
That's the end of the session.
he's committed to the move. And Ryan, I mean, he's kind of, I think, spotted it. He's trying to go for the apex still, because he's kind of got to. But of course then, yeah, just... I don't know. I think that one might, on second watch, might be a bit of a racing incident. If that was me, I probably wouldn't have committed to it. But of course, I can't really blame Kanji for trying to get past a car that made a mistake behind him. And then again, you can just see pretty much immediately. I don't know. I assume he's got a bit of damage on the car now at this point, because he's kind of a bit all over the road, isn't he? But as we make our way out of here, just gets a little bit loose and lively, gets up on the wall again. I think he's already caved in the steering on the back of the car. Let's just take a quick look in the cockpit cam. Is he steering straight? His steering seems to be pretty straight still, but yeah, he's definitely got damage there. Gets out on the grass on the outside, brakes on the grass, that's even worse. Into the wall, and unlike the guy on the lap before, does actually just stay out of the way, and will retire from the race then. Bit of a shame that we can't look through all our incidents, but let's go take a look at the final results. Taking a look then at our final race results. Little bit disappointed that we lost 0.08 SR there, but 70 iRacing after the disappointment of Le Mans puts us back in the right direction as well. Yoni started from P2 there, took the lead, led 2 laps of the 3 over the course of the race, and hats off to him. Winner by 0.6 of a second ahead of JD Rodriguez. Arjan in P3 there, started P3. I'm pretty certain he ran all day in P3. But a very, very good lap there, and 0 instant points as well, so hats off to him. We gained 7 places, though, throughout the course. Sorry, 8 places, though, through the course of that event, so we were definitely one of the best drivers to move forward. When, though, gaining 15, so hats off to them. And then you can see Yosef as well there, 14 spots gained as well. But I think it might have only been Arjan that made it through without a single instant point as well, so hats off to him. A brilliant, brilliant drive. Thank you all so much for watching, though. If you have enjoyed, like I said in the intro, we are mighty close to 2k subs. Please make sure you leave a like, get yourself subscribed to the channel, and yeah, we'll be back very soon with more iRacing content.